I feel like I want to hang on to my teacup instead of putting it down.
Is that
You know?
because you're cold, or you're just afraid you're going to lose it?
I'm afraid I'll lose it.
It's good to always put it in the same place. Like
Yeah.
if you pick your top left or top right or wherever you like it.
Right, okay.
Yeah, because otherwise it can be a little alarming when you're like ruining a beverage. You have to be, I don't know if you're a wine drinker, but if you ever have a glass of wine, you really have to be careful because it's top heavy.
Oh.
So you can't just go looking, you really have to be, so I try to tell people to be like, go along the table, don't go reaching up because you're gonna, it's so easy to tip. And that's, I mean, stemless wine glasses are like the best invention for, you know, wine drinkers.
Yeah.
Because they're just better for everyone. But
That's
it's
a great commercial.
if you're blind and you like to
Not
drink
so
wine.
tippable, yeah.
No, is this different for you than when the first time, because you've done it now several times?
I've done it, this is my second time.
Second time, okay.
Dinner folded, yeah.
How was
Yeah.
is this feeling different from the first time?
Well, yeah, we'll see as it gets into it, but I'm already noticing how, like, the first time, I could, like, lose track of the conversation more easily. Like, you really have to pay attention, and I really need to remember to turn towards the person speaking, even though I can't see you, just to feel like I'm really part of the conversation.
Yeah, just to acknowledge.
Yeah. So,
And that's something that we teach people who are low vision and blind is that we do need to do those social things so that other people know. And although it's kind of a double-edged sword, I have to say, because there are people I know who are very low vision, but who have very good social skills. And it's sometimes hard to tell what they can and cannot see. And it's like they can pass, sort of.
Yes.
But you don't want to, assume. It's a little awkward. What do you suggest, Shannon?
It's very, well, suggest on which side? On the
Either side.
Well, I talk about the dangers of passing a lot in groups because that's the thing.
Exactly.
There are benefits.
They want
let's
to.
be honest.
They
the
want
dangers
to.
of what?
Passing for sighted.
Passing for
Oh,
sighted.
I see, yes.
Because I, for many years, was a total passer. I had a little bit more vision, and I just focused really hard on passing, and I refused to use a cane, and and it takes so much energy. I mean, the good things that can come out of passing are, okay, when you get really, really clear in your social skills, because you're not going to forget those things like, oh, make sure you're looking at the person, because that's key. You have to do that or you're going to look blind, and you're not going to look like you are doing those normal social things.
Yeah.
And so that was the good thing that came out of it for me. But the negative is that, first of all, you can put yourself in dangerous situations because, if you're just running along with no cane,
People assume you can see.
they assume you can see. Yeah. So they're just going to treat you as though you could, and even if they know that you're visually impaired, but you're still kind of passing, it's still, people forget because, you don't have a cane or you're not, I don't know, maybe you're doing the thing where you only always order the cheese or whatever, and so people you never have to ask anyone about the menu or whatever. It's tough. I think that can be a real negative. And then I think a lot of times when people, not all the time, but a lot of times when people do that, it's like they're really denying what's really happening. So that's certainly not helpful in their development because they're not ever really connecting to what's really going on.
Exactly, yeah, they're right. Being in a state of denial is never a good thing. I mean, let us do it, but it doesn't help us get through what we need to get through.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But then it's tough, and with the other person, like say that, like if somebody's out and they're passing and they're out with a sighted friend or a colleague or whoever, I think it's up to the person who's passing. I don't think the sighted person has any responsibility or should feel bad if they forget because the visually impaired low vision person is making that choice. So it does make an awkward situation though. Like if all of a sudden something comes up and oh wait, now it's obvious this person couldn't see. That it just can be very awkward. They're all people, and that's not in the room, so to speak. It really is, and that's part of the dangers of like, okay, is that really what you want to do? Like make your friends feel, it makes it awkward for everyone involved. So, well, that's the thing with low vision. It's so unique.
Yes,
in
every
way.
single
It's
one.
just so different. It's crazy. Because I have what would be considered technically a great deal of functional vision, but in certain situations it's not functional at all.
Okay.
So, I mean, there are times when, if I'm in a restaurant that's dimly lit, more dim than this one, it's my vision is completely uncontrolled. it's like, well, there's light happening, I can see some things, so it's not the same as being blacked out.
Yeah.
But, so I can see something to reference, like you might see that there's something lighter, you can tell that's where the plate is or whatever. But it's, you know, just not usable.
Yeah,
It's
right.
more of a nuisance than really being helpful.
Okay, did you both take one?
I am about to, I just
Okay.
touched one, so that's my one.
You go ahead first.
Got it.
Okay, you got it?
I've got mine, it's very hot.
Yes, before approaching the shared plate with utensils.
Okay, yes. Did you get yours, Colleen?
I did.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I just scarfed mine down right away.
This is delicious, but it is harder to eat than some other things, I think, because it's just a small thing on the plate, and you have to find it.
Yeah.
And then I have to cut it, and...
That's true. See, I'm just using my hands. I always eat
Oh,
most
really?
with my hands. But
Oh, I should have done that.
no, you could do either way. Actually, it's much harder with a fork. So yeah, samosas I typically pick up, but well, and the interesting thing, if you try rice with curry, that's interesting because rice is not, it's pretty light.